My name's Susan Caldwell, and I work as a dock ranger for the Department of Conservation on Mana Island. There's a takahe that I think's on a nest over there, and I just want to go and track her and just see where she is. There we are, picking up a signal now over there. Come on. It's just such a neat career to be involved in, really, you know, working with endangered species. There's myself and my partner Frank and our son Piripi. We live on the island. I lost my hearing when I was 8 years old to meningitis. I've got no hearing in my right ear and severe hearing loss in my left ear. So I rely on a hearing aid on my left ear. Since I was 8 to now, I've sort of been stumbling along and had various bits of support here and there while I was at school, and so I just basically was making my own way and doing best with what I had, which is, you know, a hearing aid that I received sort of in last year at school, and it sort of lasted me for about 15 years, I think. I think the birth of my son, in terms of my disability, I quickly realised that being able to hear him and being able to communicate with him, I guess, as well, was fairly important. There was one time where Frank had to go to a meeting and I was in the house with Piripi, and he was in the same room as me, and I had my hearing aid in all night, and of course the battery went flat in the middle of the night, and he woke up and started crying, and I didn't hear him. And of course having a dead hearing aid in your ear is like an earplug, so I didn't hear him for quite some time, and he could have been crying there for, you know, an hour or something, and I wouldn't have known. And so that was sort of one of the situations where I thought, well, you know, there's got to be some sort of technology out there that can help us. Like, I was fully went into the audiologist thinking that I was going to have to buy my own hearing aids. You know, we were sort of wondering how we were going to budget for a new hearing aid, and we discussed, you know, my work situation and basically my needs with my family, and she obviously had access to the networks for funding and, you know, disability support that I didn't have and I wasn't aware of. It's been great to have so much support and so many people interested in, you know, making life a bit easier, so it's been really fantastic. And I've got this little thing here. It's a little baby monitor, and it's one of the pieces of equipment I've been able to get funding for, and we've got it so that when he's been crying for 5 seconds or more, it will transmit a signal to my little pager unit by the bed and the bed shaker, and the little bed shaker thing will go off. No matter how deep the sleep is, it wakes you up. That bed shaker goes off for the baby monitor, smoke alarm, telephone, and of course the alarm clock as well is all hooked into it. So we've got a telephone here for the island. Once you pick up the call, you can adjust the volume and the tone of the caller's voice, and also it's got this thing here that cuts out background noise. So that's another extra thing which I didn't have before that makes life a little bit easier. It's been good to know that I can get you know, a lot of financial support for this rather than sort of struggling along, and because, you know, this sort of equipment and technology is very expensive. I'm just really happy we all are, you know, it's made me an easier person to communicate with. I just feel really less stressed than I did, you know, sort of 6 months ago.